My lady, ek het meneer Pistorius gebel.
My lady, I called Mr. Pistorius,
En meneer Pistorius het vir my gesê, everything is fine.
and Mr. Pistorius told me that everything is fine.
That is the version chosen by the state.
Dis die staatse weergawe wat die staat gekies het.
Not that security, everything is fine. It is with reference to Mr. Pistorius. He indicated that he was fine.
As ek die oggend meneer Pistorius se woord gevat het, everything is fine.
If I accepted Mr. Pistorius' word that morning when he said everything is fine
En sy perseel verlaat het,
and left his premises,
wat sou dan gebeur het, my lady?
what could have happened then, my lady?
En hoekom meneer Pistorius nie persoonlik eerste vir ons gebel het nie?
And why didn't Mr. Pistorius call us personally initially?
En meneer Pistorius het ook alarmstelsel as hy verwys het daar was intruder.
And Mr. Pistorius does have an alarm system if he alleges that there was an intruder.
Milady, the professor will give evidence, and he feels that due to the explicit and graphic nature of the injuries and what he found, that should not be sent into the whole world tour. It's not, Milady, as I understand it, a question of press freedom or freedom of expression, but more as far as the respect and dignity of the body of the deceased is concerned, my lady.
I believe that there are fundamentally three good reasons, if I can call it that, why this should not happen. In other words, that there be live, unfiltered streaming, so to speak. Number one, I think that the very personal nature of findings that are made at an autopsy examination, as well as the very graphic details pertaining to some of the injuries and wounds which may be described, have the potential to compromise the dignity of the deceased. And although she may not have rights in the technical sense, I believe that it is my duty and our duty to protect or to preserve the dignity of the deceased as well. Number two, I believe that by such public and contemporaneous streaming of information of this nature, it is almost inevitable that we will impinge upon or harm the rights of remaining relatives and friends of the deceased.
The broadcast media propose that there be no live broadcast, either of audio or of audio-visual images, while this witness is giving evidence. In other words, that the live feed from this court be cut for the duration of this witness's evidence. Rather than a live feed, we propose that the broadcast media be permitted to record the evidence, and after the evidence has been led, that a summarized version of this witness's evidence, to the extent that any of that evidence may permissibly be broadcast, be compiled by the broadcast media, and they're happy to do so in cooperation with the witness himself, in cooperation with the legal teams for the defense and the prosecution.
Let's assume for one moment that there is a deadlock and the parties cannot agree as to what particular content should be broadcasted and what should not. Because we're all individuals, we all think differently. What if it is the case for the accused, or perhaps even the state, that they find that certain content which the media houses find appropriate to broadcast is not in their view appropriate?
As of now, I can give the order that there shall be no broadcast of the evidence of Mrs. Simon.
That's correct, Milady.
I can do that.
That is correct. No live broadcast of either audio or television.
Yes. That applies to Twitter. I hope I'm making that very clear. And then I'll give well, it is final, but I'll think about the other portion of your argument. and give my ruling tomorrow morning.
Watch, like, tweet, post, follow, engage. Channel 199, the Oscar Pistorius Trial, a carte blanche channel, only on DSTV.